Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Shivangi Robertson and I make seasonal lifestyle content on YouTube. Thank you for tuning in to Pour and Ponder, which is my little podcast where we pour something warm, slow down for a moment, and dive into conversations about life, growth, and simply being human. We are still in Slowtober, which is a series I'm doing on my channel during the month of October, where I will be releasing videos every Wednesday and Sunday. Today's episode of Pour and Ponder is a special one. We're going to be talking about something perhaps a little mystical, spiritual, perhaps a little spooky, a little witchy, and in my opinion, empowering. The three feminine archetypes: the Maiden, the Mother, the Crone. Summer is definitely gone and we are now in mid-October. If you've been feeling the change in the air lately, the darker evenings, the cooler, crisper air, cozying up with all the pumpkins and candles, and all the overall cozy vibes. If that's something you enjoy, then this episode is the one for you. With Halloween and the pagan celebration of Samhain approaching, I thought this topic, the three feminine archetypes, would be perfect to explore as the seasons change not only in nature, but also the seasons within us as well. Lately, I feel like I've been reflecting a lot on growth and transformation. Maybe it's the change in weather, maybe it's the change in seasons, maybe it's the supermoon we just had, or me starting a new chapter in life, stepping into motherhood. For those of you new to the channel, I gave birth to my son Taran on the 4th of July earlier this year, so just about 3 months ago. I'm very much a new mom and still learning the ropes of motherhood. But as I do step into motherhood, I have been focusing on balancing softness and strength, gentleness and power. The transition or transformation from maidenhood into motherhood is undeniably a life-altering moment. Since giving birth to my son in July, I have been fascinated with the idea of matrescence, which is the process of becoming a mother. Similar to adolescence, where a teenager grows into becoming an adult. Matrescence is a lot more than just giving birth and taking on the title of mother. The transformation of becoming a mother, in my opinion, is physical, emotional, spiritual, and everything else in between. I was reflecting on my own past and I observed how I personally have evolved from the bright-eyed maiden energy into the more grounded and nurturing mothering phase, and how one day eventually I will grow into the Crone, wise and hopefully intuitive. So what exactly are these archetypes? Let's get into it. The Maiden, the Mother, and the Crone are symbolic representations of the feminine journey in life, sometimes also known as the triple goddess. These archetypes come from ancient mythology and are also found in spiritualism and witchcraft. Think of it as the three stages in womanhood, not just in age. The Maiden represents youth, curiosity, innocence, exploration, purity, and so much more. The Maiden is that spark of energy, creativity, and possibility, full of dreams, enchantment, excitement, and open-hearted, welcoming energy. The Mother, obviously, symbolizes creation and nurturing. She is also the protector, the healer, the one who gives life. Not just literally, but creatively and emotionally. You don't have to be a mother to be in your mother phase. The Mother is grounded, loving, and strong. And last but not the least, the Crone is a wise woman, the keeper of knowledge, the guide, the truth teller. The Crone, or the wise woman, is often misunderstood because looking at age, she's tied to the endings. But in the endings lie the seeds to new beginnings. The Crone fosters the passing on of knowledge into the next generation. Based on my research in witchcraft and nature-based spirituality, these three archetypes are tied to the moon's cycles. Maiden with the waxing moon, Mother with the full moon, and Crone with the waning moon. Maiden with the waxing moon indicating new beginnings, Mother with the full moon showing abundance and creation, and Crone related to the waning moon indicating reflection and release. Over time, society has sort of disconnected us from these natural stages in life. We glorify youth, the maiden phase, and often even overlook or fear the crone. Women are often told to stay young, hide your flaws, hide your age, chase productivity, all while ignoring the beauty and power that comes with slowing down and reflecting. Even motherhood, which is such a sacred and creative phase, can feel like the loss of identity rather than a celebration of it. But when we make an effort to reconnect with these three archetypes, Maiden, Mother, and Crone, and when you see them not as rigid boxes, but rather as energies that one can shift between, something really healing can happen. I have personally realized that my worth does not come from doing or achieving, but rather from simply being, from honoring the phase that I am currently in. Physically, of course, I am now in the stage of motherhood, but still very new to it. The journey ahead of me is undoubtedly long, but I'm hoping to enjoy every moment of it. So I invite you to reflect with me, grab your journal, or just quietly think along with me as I share a few prompts. Prompt 1. Which archetype feels most alive in you right now, and why? Take a moment to notice where you're at. Are you in the phase of exploration, nurturing, or reflection? There's no wrong answer. Since becoming pregnant and giving birth, I've obviously transitioned from maidenhood into motherhood. However, I find myself often reflecting back on maidenhood, perhaps reminiscing and missing the days where I could make decisions for myself independent of a baby needing me. But that remains such a minute detail in the grand scale of life. Which leads me to the next prompt. What part of yourself is being called to nurture, and what part of yourself is being called to let go of this season? This could be a belief, a habit, or even an old identity that no longer fits in with where you are. Personally, I've been focusing on nurturing myself. Motherhood consumes so much of you in the best way, of course, but with all the giving of the energy that's happening, I'm also trying to take in while I can. Simply put, I've been trying to mother myself. Whether that's prioritizing movement, doing my skincare, taking a moment to work on my physical appearance, taking a moment to journal, or simply reflect, working on myself inside and out has been essential in maintaining my sanity as a new mom. A belief or a habit that I wish to let go of would be the concept of self-doubt. Sure, as a new mom, I'm constantly questioning things. And are you even a millennial mom if you're not constantly asking Google or ChatGPT if something your kid does is normal? But I'm rather hoping to lean into my intuition as a mother, and of course get professional help when needed. But learning instead to trust my own intuition is something that I am hoping to develop. Which leads me to prompt 3. If the maiden, the mother, or the crone version of yourself could talk to you today, what would she say? For this journal prompt, attempt writing as if the maiden, mother, or crone version of yourself is speaking to you, perhaps offering wisdom, love, or even a challenge. Upon reflection, I think the maiden version of myself would feel very proud of how far I've come in motherhood. The mother version of myself, of course, is still being discovered, but I am definitely harnessing that energy of grounding, slowing down, and nurturing. And lastly, the crone version of myself will likely be reflecting on my life's journey so far, all the hills and valleys I have come across, and how I managed to simply keep going one day after another, one step after the other. As we move towards Samhain, which is the pagan festival that Halloween originates from, also falling on October the 31st, this is marked as the end of the harvest season, and we enter what's sometimes called thinning of the veil. It's the time where nature grows quiet, shadows lengthen, and we feel called inwards. This is crone energy, the energy of reflection, endings, and ancestral wisdom. So this time of year, as we light our candles, sip on our pumpkin spice lattes, and snuggle under the cozy blankets, let's remember that slowing down is sacred. Reflection is powerful. And just like the trees letting go of leaves this season, we too can release what no longer serves us, trusting that spring will come again. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Pour and Ponder. My pumpkin spice latte has gone cold, but then again, when was the last time I had a warm drink since becoming a mother? I hope this episode sparked something within you, a sense of wonder, empowerment, or maybe just curiosity to get to know yourself a little deeper. If this episode resonated with you, I'd love it if you could hit the like button, share this episode with a friend, or comment below regarding which archetype resonates with you the most right now. If you'd like more seasonal content and daily updates, check out my Instagram. I post more to my stories and reels about everyday life. Thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy October.